Means of travel and transportation. Damat, I'm Jolie, and I'm ecstatic you're here to explore how we travel, both far and quite near. With my nephew, young Malo, we've planned a review, an initial itinerary of things we can do. From the infancy of travel to the ultimate heights, London's transport is full of exhilarated sights. We start on our feet, for a stroll is the way to maintain our health at the start of the day. But the cacophony of engines and sirens so loud can mar the serenity of the bustling crowd. Walking is free, though sometimes we falter when the weather decides its great temper to alter. I'm enthusiastic for cycles, so sleek and so fast, a demonstration of speed that is built to last. I don a bright helmet, for safety is key, to retain my balance and cycle with glee. It's an energetic way to get round the town, unless a flat tire starts to bring my mood down. But Malo is hesitant, the traffic is dire, and notorious potholes might damage a tire. On the brink of the curb he looks quite crestfallen, as the verge of the road feels increasingly fallen. The peril of lorries is a burden to bear, so we cycle with caution and plenty of care. Look, a red bus, Malo shouts with a cheer, the most famous transport to ever appear. It's inconsistent with timings, which infuriates some, as they wait for the rumble and the rhythmic hum. The circumstance varies. Some days it is quick. Other times, the thick traffic is a tedious trick. Inside, it's a struggle. The space is quite lackluster, with more passengers than the seats can quite muster. The monotony of stopping at every single light can exacerbate tempers and ignite a small fight. No wonder some people feel quite reticent when the bus is delayed and their time is all spent. We descend to the deep, to the underground floor, where the tube waits behind a metallic sliding door. It's reminiscent of tunnels where aliens might hide, a labyrinth of tracks for a thunderous ride. The screech of the brakes is a horrendous sound as we travel like moles deep under the ground. The former steam engines were dark and quite grim, but the latter electric ones are sleek and are trim. Malo studies the map, which is complex and vast, to ensure that our station hasn't already passed. To overlook a stop would be a big mistake, putting our whole journey schedule at stake. Now onto the Thames, where the water is wide, and the river bus floats on the rise of the tide. It's a spacious vessel, albeit a bit slow, as we watch the dark water and the ripples below. The scent of the river is distinct and quite salty, a welcome relief from the air that is faulty. To prolong our voyage would be my request, for of all ways to travel, the river is best. It doesn't succumb to the road's heavy jam, nor the heat of the tube, or the rattle of tram. But if the engine should fail, or begin to malfunction, we'd be stuck in the water at a watery junction. Back on dry land, we proceed to the train, through the puddles left by the soft falling rain. The station is grand, with a roof high and superior, making all other buildings seem rather inferior. Prior to boarding, we check the big board, lest our platform be changed and our plans be ignored. The train is a bullet, so fast and so sleek, reducing the time that a journey might seek. Malo feels exhilarated, his heart starts to race, as we zoom through the country at a galloping pace. It's an exemplary mode for a long-distance trip, as the tracks and the sleepers continue to zip. Taxi, I call, with a wave of my hand, to hail a black cab, the best in the land. The driver is distinguished, with knowledge so deep, of every small alley and hill that is steep. Under no circumstances should you ever be rude to the person who navigates this city's dark mood. To qualify for the job, they must learn every street, a feat of the mind that is truly a treat. They don't need a map or a satellite guide to take every passenger on a smooth ride. Though the fare can be high, it is worth every penny, for the comfort it brings is more precious than many. We head to the airport, where giant planes fly, like metallic birds soaring high in the sky. But security is strict, and they might confiscate any liquid or object that shouldn't be freight. The area is out of bounds for those without tickets, guarded by fences and electronic wickets. To mimic the birds is a dream of the past, but now we have engines and wings that are vast. It's an automatic process once they are in flight, crossing the oceans by day and by night. But the fuel they burn makes the planet feel ill, a dilemma that requires a great deal of skill. Sometimes our plans might go down south or pear-shaped when a breakdown occurs and the schedule is scraped. A malfunction or error can cause such dismay that our travel is canceled for the rest of the day. To make matters worse, we might lose our own gear, leading to tantrums and many a tear. The smog from the exhausts makes the atmosphere grim, and the light of the sun starts to wane and to dim. We must rethink our ways to reduce the decay and find a new path for a much greener day. To ignore the climate would be a grave omen for every small child and for every grown man. Perhaps in the future we'll travel by air, in pods that are silent and handled with care, where magnets will pull us at speeds that are great, with no need for petrol or long times to wait. There's light at the end of the tunnel you'll see, for a world that is cleaner for you and for me. Our journey is over, we've reached the finale, from the grandest of bridges to the smallest dark alley. I hope you've enjoyed this transport review and found some new facts that are precious to you. Canavo, I say as we head to our door, until we go scouting and traveling once more.